It's Friday night, which is a special night because it's our
Date
date
night.
night. So we always read a story together. Tonight's story is Come On Rain. Come On Rain. And that's because it's rained quite a bit today. Um, so we thought this was a very fitting story. And I'm sure you're wondering why we have all this greenery on the table. And it is because that we absolutely need rain and water to make sure that our plants and our flowers grow.
Yes. Plenty water.
So let's see why Tessie wanted to rain so badly. This book is dedicated to Tessie's mother in celebration of all summers. In celebration of all summers.
Come on, rain, I say, squinting into the endless heat.
Mama lifts a listless vine and sighs. 3 weeks and not a drop. Sagging over her parched plants.
The sound of heavy rain rumbles past. Uneasy, Mama looks over to me. Is that thunder, Tessie? She asks. Mama hates thunder. I climb up the steps for a better look. It's just a truck, Mama, I say. I'm sizzling like a hot potato. I ask Mama, may I put on my bathing suit? Absolutely not, Mama says, frowning under her straw hat. You'll be burned all day out in the sun.
Up and down the block. Up and down the block. Cats pant. Heat wavers off tar patches in the broiling alleyway. Ms. Grace and Ms. Vera Ben tending beds of drooping loopiness. Not a sign of my friends Liz or Rosemary. Not a peep from my pal Jackie Joyce. I stare out over rooftops, past chimneys, into the way off distance. And that's when I see it coming. Clouds rolling in. Gray clouds. Bunched and bulging under a purple sky. A creeper of hope circles round my bones. Come on, rain.
Quietly while Mama weeds, I cross the crackling dry path past Miss Glick's window.
Glancing inside, as I hurry by, Miss Glick's needle sticks on her phonograph, playing the same notes over and over and over in the dim, stuffy cave of her room.
The smell of hot tar and garbage bullies the air as I climb the steps to Jackie Joyce's porch. Jackie Joyce, I breathe, pressing my nose against her screen. Jackie Joyce comes to the door. Her long legs, like two brown string beans, sprout from her shorts. It's going to rain, I whisper. Put on your suit and come straight over.
Slick with sweat, I run back home and slip up the steps past Mama. She is nearly senseless in the sizzling heat, kneeling over the hot rump of a melon.
In the kitchen, I pour iced tea to the top of a tall glass. I aim a spoonful of sugar into my mouth, then a second into the drink.
Got you some tea, Mama, I say, pulling her inside the house. Mama sinks into a kitchen chair and sweeps off her hat. Sweat trickles down her neck and wets the front of her dress. and under her arms. Mama presses the ice-chilled glass against her skin. Aren't you something, Tessie? She says. I nod smartly. Rain's coming, Mama. Rain is coming. Mama turns to the window and sniffs. It's about time, she murmurs. Jackie Joyce in her bathing suit knocks at the door, and I let her in. Jackie Joyce has on her swimsuit, Mama. May I wear mine too? I hold my breath, waiting. A breeze blows the thin curtain into the kitchen, then sucks them back against the screen again. Is there thunder? Mama asks. No thunder, I say. Is there lightning? Mama asks. No lightning, ma'am, Jackie Joyce says. You stay where I can find you, Mama says. We will, I say. Go on then, Mama says, lifting the glass to her lips to take a sip. Come on, rain, I cheer, peeling out of my clothes and into my swimsuit while Jackie Joyce runs to get Liz and Rosemary.
We meet in the alleyway. All the insects have gone still. Trees sway under a swollen sky. The winds grow bold and bolder. And just like that, rain comes. The first drops plop down big, making the dust dance all around us. Then bigger gray descends, and the air cools and the clouds burst, and suddenly rain is everywhere. Come on, rain, we shout.
It streams through our hair and down our backs. It freckles our feet, glazes our toes. We turn in circles, glistening in our rain skin, our mouths wide. We gulp down the rain.
Woo. Jackie Joyce chases Rosemary, who chases Liz, who chases me.
Wet, slick in our arms and legs, we splash up the block, squealing and whooping in the streaming rain.
We make such a racket, Miss Glick rushes out on her porch. Miss Grace and Miss Vera comes next. And then comes Mama. They run from their kitchens and skid to a stop. Leaning over their rails, they turn to each other, and smile spreads from porch to porch, and with a wordless nod.
First one, then all.
Fling off their shoes, skim off their nose, tossing streamers of stockings over their shoulders. Our bold, bare-legged mamas dance down the steps and join us in the fresh, clean air and rain.
While the music from Ms. Glick's phonographs shimmies and sparkles and streaks like night lightning.
Jackie Joyce, Liz, Rosemary, and I, we grab the hands of our mamas, we twirl and sway them, tromping through puddles, romping and reeling in the moisty green air.
We swing our wet and wild-haired mamas till we're all laughing under trinkets of silver rain.
I hug Mama hard, and she hugs me back. The rain has made us new. As the clouds move off, I trace the drips of Mama's face. Everywhere, everyone, and everything is misty limbs springing back to life.
We sure did get a soaking, Mama says, and we head home, purely soothed, fresh as dew. turning toward the first sweet rays of the sun. That's our story for tonight. Come on, rain. It hadn't rained for 3 weeks, 3 whole weeks. And once the rain came, they celebrated and they enjoyed every moment. That's story time tonight, but you are able to win a prize. So after hearing the story, we will put questions on Facebook, or if you text and ask for the question, we'll give it to you. And the first one with the correct answers, we will get a prize to you. We do have some reminders that we are still social distancing, and we are making sure that we are washing our hands with warm water and soap. And what do we do to make sure we get them nice and clean?
We say our alphabet so that we make sure we're given enough time to make sure our hands are nice and clean and germ free.
This is Friday, so Storytime with Lady D will resume on Monday at 7 p.m. But we want you to remember that God loves you, and so do we. Have a wonderful weekend.
Good night, boys and girls.